Immutable. So, there is a really good chance that this year is going to be the year of layer 2s. We are on the precipice of an Ethereum ETF, and people are not going to be able to. And look, Ethereum doesn't have the ability to have the throughput that it does. The Ethereum upgrades are coming up, which is going to really reduce prices for transactions on layer 2s. So the development on layer 2s over the next over this year, and particularly the next few years, is going to really surge. So the winners and losers are really going to be decided soon. Immutable could easily be one of those big winners, and I want to talk about it in this vid. Before I get into it though, guys, if you're new here, you don't know what the spreadsheet is, these are the first 26 coins that I did videos about on the channel. And in the videos, I showed myself buying these coins. These coins I expected to make me a lot of money. And you can see what the prices of these coins were. When I recorded my videos, you can also see the highs that all these coins hit in under a year and a half, and what your profit would have been from 100 into each one. And if you'd done that for all of them, your total profit would have been over 123 grand, and that's in less than a year and a half. Now, I sold these, but I share the coins that I'm in on my website, which is copymycrypto.com. So anytime I find a coin that I think is going to make me a lot of cash, I jump onto my site and I tell my members about the coin that I'm looking at, the profits I think it can have, and the percentage of my cash I'm going to put in. The members can copy along exactly. It means they make the exact same profit as me. The nice added bonus there as well is they don't have to do any work at all. They don't have to learn about any new technology. So that's why we have thousands and thousands of members on the site, is because they're making great profit in the crypto markets, but they don't have to know a thing about crypto. And if you want to see what they've made, that's on the site. And if you want to see what I've said in the past, that's there too. And it's all public record on this channel. We're less than a year. Well, we're in a bull cycle now, even with sort of pullback that we're having a little bit at the moment. If you've not got your portfolio sorted, you're thinking of sorting it out in 6 months, you're going to have missed a lot of profit. So now is the time to get stuff done, and copymycrypto.com can help with that. So check out the site, guys. Now, Immutable X. So Immutable X is hovering a little below $3 at the moment. Launched at the back end of the last bull cycle, and reached pretty decent highs, to be fair. It rallied all the way up at a peak to $9.50, which is not bad. So about a third of that right now. Now, if you're unfamiliar with what Immutable is, it's a layer 2 scaling solution for NFTs on Ethereum. And according to Immutable, the blockchain does away with Ethereum's limitations like slow scalability, crappy user experience, dodgy illiquidity, and slow developer experience. In fact, users benefit from instant trading, from massive scalability, enjoying zero gas fees for minting and trading NFTs without the compromising of user or asset security. So users can create and distribute assets like ERC20 and NFTs, ER721 tokens on a massive scale. Chris Clay is the game director of Gods Unchained, which is a project that's already built upon Immutable, and he states that Immutable has allowed this to implement a meta system that was impossible prior to Immutable's existence. So they're looking to create a world-class experience for everyone, and they're doing a damn good job. Brothers James Ferguson and Robbie Ferguson, who are both Forbes 30 under 30 entrepreneurs, have led and built Immutable. The team consists of over 100 members from different backgrounds like blockchain, FANG, finance, fintech, management consulting. They've raised a ton of cash. They raised 15 mil in a $50 million Series A in September of 2019, and they raised a bunch of cash in seed round in 2018. Their investors are beasts in Coinbase, in Naspers, Nirvana Capital, Apex Capital, Continue Capital, Galaxy Digital, all the big names. Now, Immutable utilizes zero knowledge rollups. Now, I actually think we're going to see a big push on ZK systems being getting a bit of a positive narrative in this bull cycle. There are a number of narratives that I think are going to break out this year, but zero knowledge rollups are definitely going to be one that actually garners a solid amount of attention, and Immutable's kind of at the forefront of that. What I particularly like about Immutable is effectively Immutable has become very niche within Ethereum. We've got a lot of layer 2s that are knocking around where people can develop whatever they want. Immutable has gone really specific and focused into NFTs, into effectively gaming. And this provides developers with a specific go-to place. And I think, again, that's a shift we're going to see over the course of this year, is a lot of the layer 2s that are around are going to start going more niche to distinguish themselves from one another. Because at the moment, we've got a lot of layer 2s that can do the same thing. They're also, they're different in terms of like their transactions per second. They're different in terms of the amount of development that's happened on them. But their base level is all very, very similar. Immutable are very distinguishable from everything else that's around right now on Ethereum. And for that reason, I actually think Immutable has real legs in this next bull cycle. In terms of holders, by the way, Immutable's got pretty decent showing, 77,000 holders, which is not bad. It was always worth looking at the holders just because, this has a big ass market cap. It's already on a 1 point something billion market cap right now. Sorry, 4 point something billion. Got my numbers the wrong way around. And this is going to go to a new high. I think this is fairly inevitable, purely off of the basis that, again, it's got a unique selling point. It's got USP that a lot of layer 2s right now do not have. Downside, I suppose, is technically it's not gonna have any sort of exchange listing bounce. It's on all the big boys. It's on Binance. It's on Coinbase. So it's not gonna have that exchange listing bounce that some other cryptos can have, which often send the cryptos that get listed parabolic. So we probably won't see that level of growth with Immutable. But given the size that they have actually grown to over the past 3 years, or 2.5 years, I guess, there is a really strong likelihood that we're going to see an enormous development surge in Immutable for games and NFTs. And as a result, I do think we're going to see that pump. Now, that pump for me, I'm looking at it for around about a 50% hike on its previous all-time high. So the previous all-time high was about $9.50. I am looking at this to potentially run up to around $15. I think that's actually a very achievable target because, again, there is a USP here that very few layer 2s right now have. Polygon kind of has one in the sense that it's first of its kind. It's kind of the biggest, right? But most layer 2s knocking around don't have the same level that Immutable do. And a $15 price point, would put it at a market cap of sort of $21 billion, which is high. Certainly high, but it's already high. It's already at $4 billion. And as we see another wave of gaming and another wave of NFTs, which, let's be honest, we all know that's happening. We'll see another wave of NFTs. I still think NFTs right now suck in terms of functionality, but within a gaming context, there's a great use case. I think the images that people have been buying, personally, I think are dog shit. But the NFTs that have a use case within a game, whether it's like your Axie Infinities or your land from any crypto game, there's a real point to that. And as we see that development surge in NFTs, we are going to see a development surge. The biggest beneficiary of that is going to be Immutable. And if just one of them pops off, one of those games gets a lot of traction, You get celeb bounce for some BS NFT. The platform that is the go-to platform for development is the one that's going to have the surge. And we might see, I might be massively underestimating what Immutable hit, because I'm saying $15, which still is bigger than, it's 50% north of its all-time high. But in a NFT craze couple of months that we could have, you could see Immutable hit well north of 15. You know, it wouldn't be a shock to see 30, 40, $50. But it's going to depend on a NFT surge or phase, fad, whatever, and a gaming fad. And I use the term fad flippantly, but I'm just talking about that trend that kicks off, because we've had an AI trend for what feels like 2 years now. And gaming and NFTs are going to have a trend at some point this year, and Immutable will naturally be a beneficiary. So I think $15 is definitely a very, very achievable target. It would not shock me to see this hit well north of $20 though. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments down below. Do you think it can do 100? Let's throw it out there. Can it do $100? If you think 15 is over the top, let me know why in the comments down below. And guys, if you want to make the same profits as me in the next bull cycle, you can do, or in this bull cycle. All you have to do is head over to copymycrypto.com and sign up. Copymycrypto.com is where I share with all my members every single coin that I own. Anytime I find a crypto that I think is going to make me a lot of cash, I jump in on it, I buy it. What that means for the members is they'll copy along. I'll tell them about the coin, the profits it can have, and the percentage of my cash I'm putting in. And if you want to see what the members have made, it's on the site. If you want to see what's said in the past, it's on the site. It's all on the history of this channel as well. Copymycrypto.com is where I dive into the markets every day, and when I find coins that are winners, I share them. That's why we have thousands of members, because they're making great cash in crypto and they're not having to do a dot of work. They don't have to learn anything about crypto. They don't have to do any research or learn about new trends. We are in a bull cycle, even with the sort of $4 grand pullback we're having at the moment. We're in a bull cycle, and if you haven't got your portfolio sorted, in 6 months' time you're going to have missed all the profits. So now is the time to start getting it sorted, and copymycrypto.com can help with that. So check out the site, guys, and I'll see you all soon. Take care. Bye bye.